Welcome back, everyone. Here I am, back in Central Executive. I was doing some stuff, running around, getting some achievements and things in the investigative sector. I have a thing to show from that. But I also finally did a jukebox thing. But I didn't want to film that in case I fucked it up again.
Did you find those rangers at the formation?
I found them. But it's not good news. The Hiss got there first.
They're incredibly dead.
Another dead team. Jesus. You know, I should have seen this coming. The formation, it's got like a pull to it. Things just end up there. I'm sure you saw all the junk from the Bureau lying around.
Yeah.
There were a lot of Hiss, Arish. I mean, a lot. Did they get pulled in too?
Or they forced their way in. The formation is just a big question mark to us. But who knows? You might even find some useful stuff down there. All I know is we cannot let the Hiss get comfortable.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Uh-huh. A simple one. You need to find more tokens and clear the Hiss the fuck out of the formation.
I don't want to.
That is simple.
Oh, and I found a file on the formation while you were gone.
Oh, good.
Take a look for yourself if you want. A lot of the terms in there are way beyond me. I don't like to overcomplicate these situations. When in doubt, fuck it. Shoot something, right?
Real helpful, Arish.
Yeah, super helpful.
I try.
She was being sarcastic, Arish. Oh yeah, probably doesn't know.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Fuck you. What do we got? The Formation. The Formation is a tall stone structure found in Quarry Site Beta, only reachable by placing distinct tokens into the jukebox object of power. The Formation's exact purpose is redacted, but we can at least examine its relationship with the redacted surrounding it. Measuring devices found trace evidence of redacted at certain lines running from the Formation to the redacted. When examined properly, 4 direct ritual tethers were detected. Some form of sympathetic causality reconnects the Formation with the redacted, which means in theory that when certain redacted are performed at one, it will physically affect the other. I've been urged to note here that some individuals believe the Formation responds to any fulfillment of purpose or desire in nearby individuals, though I'd like to remind those individuals that we're the parakinesiology department, not the parafeelings department. I'm proud to report that my team was able to design, construct, and install a permanent detection system. These arches will help rangers identify when the causal tethers are active, allowing them to better redact it. Jukebox. Songmaster Jukebox. Items to be kept in a secure location in the executive sector. The room must be sealed before usage to prevent unintentional transportation of staff. A classic 1950s jukebox made by Songmaster Entertainment Limited. The jukebox was found with a single record inside titled A Song for the Others by Redacted. When this record is played in the object, anyone within earshot is translocated for as long as the album is playing. Those involved in the object's first known incident reported being transported to a tropical beach. The exact location is unknown. When this object is used, the old house will only transport users to the area located in the recently manifested quarry threshold. Researchers theorize that the site's unique spatial density results in all transitioning material gravitating to its position, as has been observed with other Bureau equipment. The oldest house, the unique nature, could also be having an effect on the object itself. This object is not bound to any known individual. Attempts by Bureau staff to bind it have resulted in redacted and should not be attempted again. Ooh, the arcade cabinets. Both items were purchased from a closing arcade in Redacted, Michigan, as part of a program to employ employee well-being. Through recreation. The program was cancelled before any game machines were dispersed throughout the oldest house, but not before the altered items were discovered. Teams in the research sector have voiced considerable interest in the items due to the fact they only exhibit an altered effect when physically paired together, a codependent relationship previously unseen in altered items. However, after proving the item's altered status, the investigation staff insisted on keeping them, claiming they are important for sector morale. To date, numerous petitions have been filed by research sector personnel to move the items there for more extensive analysis. Fuck you guys.
The exact process of how an altered item is born eludes us. We find them in the aftermath of altered world events. They take the form of everyday objects, ever present in our lives, constantly evoked in the thoughts of millions of people, now infused with unpredictable energies. They're altered. The superstitious would call them cursed. Now, are altered items sentient? Not quite. They're often fixated, programmed almost to cause certain events to happen over and over again. While generally less potent than objects of power, they are not able to be controlled. Left unchecked, they can be highly dangerous. To study altered items, we contain them in Panopticon.
Sometimes really weird stuff happens in those videos, and it's just so strange. Alright, here we go.
The Valhalla Nursing Home. Founded in 2014 for Odin and Tor Anderson of the Old Gods of Asgard fame for their twilight years. Built after the Return Comeback tour, flip-flopped to be their farewell tour. Cut short, canceled, to the chagrin of their agent Barry Wheeler. Wheeler had managed to coax a couple of hit songs out of them before that. Balance Slays the Demon, a couple of others, 3 massive stadium-sized gigs. The old men rocked like they were possessed by the devil, like their namesakes. The backstage parties got out of hand. The air was thick with smoke. Wheeler squinted, his migraine flared. Booze and drugs, a rock and roll cliche. They ran off after every gig. Wheeler had security track them down to the craziest after parties. The Andersons were so old. Vampires, princes of fucking darkness. After every gig and the rampaging party that followed, it took them weeks to bounce back. And they never did completely. Each time Wheeler expected them to croak. It was that bad. After the 3rd gig, Wheeler couldn't take it anymore. Couldn't stomach the idea of another client dropping dead on him. Wheeler canceled. Called it off. It was over. After the Old Gods Comeback tour was canceled, Wheeler set up a foundation with the money from the record sales of the Greatest Hits album and the gigs. A lot of money. Wheeler was good at his job. Wheeler set up the nursing home facility. The old men deserved it.
What a weird thing. But I got that one doing a sort of an Easter egg
Get sloppy.
surrounding one of the achievements where you find 4 of the 5 hidden sections in Investigation Sector. And in one of them, there's a clock, and if you do a certain sequence of numbers, which I had to look up because I didn't have a fucking clue, I was supposed to find it on my own, it opens up an area that's sort of like a hiss version of somewhere else in the Investigation Sector, and what you do is you beat up all the hiss, and there'll be a light switch that takes you to the oldest house. And what you do there is... No, sorry, not the oldest house. The Ocean View Motel. And you go in and you turn on lights in the different rooms to kill the darkness, and then it gives you some keys and you can leave. I want to... Oh, I didn't actually... I'll just ignore this. I want to see if I can get Tomasi again.
Contact janitor if you need to get through.
How many dead ends can this place have? We need to find Ahti.
Oh, I have to go to the janitor's office. Okay. Don't know why you can't just be there. They don't have to run around back and forth. Which is the most annoying part about backtracky type games, where they will just make you go back and forth a lot. Even though, like, it's annoying. I think the worst example of that is in SWTOR, actually. The specific example I'm thinking of is with the Sith Inquisitor, where you go to Drum and Kos, I think. Yeah, it's between Acts 1 and 2, and you do so much running around, back and forth, and it's like, why? Why did you make me come all the way back to Drum and Kos and then tell me to go to Nar Shaddaa just to come back to Drum and Kos again? Just after I finished Alderaan, or Tatooine if you did it that way. Why didn't you just, like, have the thing and then make me go to Nar Shaddaa then? Like, it's just, I hate it.
No Ahti. Where is he?
He's on vacation.
Now this boy left, said the son of Annikki Tähti. My assistant will keep work in the glove and the house standing. Lomille lomps, holiday humps.
How can anyone even get out of here while the building's sealed? Let alone...
She was saying something, but I don't care. Ahti's cabin. Yeah, I got something like this when I was in, wherever the hell.
Go on.
Whoops.
Holiday.
This is new. Have I been here? Fuck you. Imagine I'm gonna come back through that way at some point. I guess, because I don't see any other way through there. Oh, Jesus! Bitch, you trying to kill me? Oh, that is always down there. This is weird as shit. Oh, I think I know. Yeah, I've seen this is. I need to go. Why are those guys always so powerful? It's bullshit. Read the furnace. Why aren't we allowed to burn outdated paperwork in it? Seems like a waste of a perfectly good fire. I'm just trying to save you a few bucks and a lot of sweat. Usually people in suits appreciate that, right? What is the furnace even heating? And who's in charge of it anyways? It's always lit, but I never see anyone tending to it. And the noise it makes isn't a little, I don't know, off? I mean, I can't be the only one who hears that weird wheezing or whatever it is. Someone should take a look at that thing. Might be time for a replacement. Okay. castles come from? Why are there so many out here? Didn't I, like, clear this area out at some point? There are more, but they're over there. We just gotta wait. Yay. That looks like something to do with... Yeah.
Ja etelän välistä tuulta, yöstä alkaen lounaistuulta 3–8, ajoittain noin 10 metriä sekunnissa. Illalla tuuli heikkuu, kutuista hyvä näkyvyys.
Looks like he's back.
Tuulta 5–12, ajoittain noin 14 metriä sekunnissa. Tuulta 4–6 metriä. Yöstä alkaen tuuli tyyntyy. Selkämeren eteläosa 6–10 metriä sekunnissa. Yöllä tuuli väliaikaisesti tyyntyy. Ja Perämeri suunnaltaan valkoisella tuulta 6–6 metriä sekunnissa. Ja hyvä näkyvyys.
It usually means it's done something.
Sää rannikkoasemilla tänään kello 11. Kotkarankki 16 astetta. Tyyntä.
Interesting.
Tulo. Näkyvyys yli 20 kilometriä.
Is it like scaring away the weird, his like oh, okay.
Helsinki Katajoulu
Oh.
18. Eteläkauppa 4.
Is this where the janitor lives? Oh right, I remember hearing that this was another thing. Oh, there's something down there that's distressing looking. A response team was dispatched to a possible AWE in progress at Redacted Albany. At the scene, the team encountered and retrieved A63. The Bureau had discovered numerous online message boards regarding loud noises coming from an abandoned shipping warehouse belonging to the Redacted Corporation. Local law enforcement had discovered numerous bodies in various states of mutilation in the vicinity. This, along with the noises, were considered to be evidence of a werewolf due to the fact that they only occurred on the last 3 full moons. Field Agent Redacted accompanied a squad of ranger trainees to the site as a form of field training. The likelihood of a genuine AWE was considered low. Despite this evaluation, the team encountered a highly volatile altered item which they successfully retrieved. Wasn't that, what's his name's team? The guy... Over there now. What's... Yeah, what is... I'm curious as to if it's gonna even be possible to get there. What? Oh, fuck. That looks like a new thing. Yeah, I want it to be up on top. And I might be... fucked. Okay. we? Get some of that upper arm strength we should have. Have I been here before? I feel like I have. But I can't remember. I'm in a restricted area. That's not alarming. Alright, we'll see if there's anything hidden. Where even is this place? Upon arrival, the squad broke into the warehouse and discovered boxes of undelivered merchandise abandoned by the previous owner of the warehouse. As they investigated the noise, redacted along the south side of the building caused its collapse inward. Wooden crates and accelerated physical redacted from redacted rendered field agent redacted and two of the trainees unconscious. The others escaped the warehouse before it collapsed entirely. In the rubble, they found A-63 at the origin of the redacted, attracting and repelling debris. They stood guard around the item until the moon set, at which point the altered effect ceased. They returned the item to the bureau without further incident. No fatalities occurred. The collapse of the warehouse was not witnessed by civilians, and thus no reinforming by the communications department was required. Great. There's no kill like overkill. Is that like... Oh, I'm having to wait for that to come back. Ow! Fuck off. I like when it hits them on the back, go, and then they just fucking die from being beamed in the back of the head. Oh, come on. Bye. So long, suckers. Can't get me over here, cause y'all can't fly. I'm in nowhere. Is that his cabin? Is this where he takes his vacation? That's hilarious. If that's the case. It looks like a forest, but it's made out of concrete instead of trees. Did it really have to be this long? This feels unnecessary. Sukarin's Tango. Yes, Tango. Explains why this chapter is called the Finnish Tango.
There's something up ahead.
Looks like there's a lot of dead
Do you
people.
see it?
That was creepy. Plastic Tree Supplement. Excerpt from Altered Speech of A14 by Dr. Theodore Ashe. The results are incredible, but more so the speed of discovery this allows us. A14 copies our speech, but after numerous tests we've discovered that certain words are missing from its vocabulary. We began isolating these words, cross-referencing them with esoteric texts from the early days of the Bureau. We found that these words, when arranged in particular formations and spoken at varying speeds and cadences, elicit reaction from altered materials. We tested the specific string of words, a formula, if you will, on the other altered items kept in examination hall. Varying physical responses were recorded with each one, with an 82% success rate. We've proven that words can tangibly affect these items. Specific applications must be explored, possibly for containment or identification purposes. This will drastically change our approach moving forward. And to think, there's still many more. And to think, there's still more words to be found. Interesting. Yeah, that's the Tango. And this is really fucking creepy. Just as. Okay.
Hey, girl. For a fin, holidays holy.
The fuck?
Ati?
Did you miss me? Did you have peace in your song?
The fuck does that mean?
No. Bark don't make a wound. You did good. Take my cassette player. You can borrow it. The song is a present from my friends to you. It will get you through the maze so you can do your job.
Did that really just happen? Of course it did. He gave me his cassette player. It'll get me through the maze, huh? The janitor always has the keys.
I wonder if there's anything else down here that I can explore. Anyways, I guess there isn't anything interesting here. Like, if there is, I really don't want to spend the time finding it. Alright. Ooh, I got more abilities. Okay. So I need to get to research and... There you go. Ashtray Maze. Ashtray Maze. I kind of wish they would highlight the fast travel point. That was the closest the closest thing you need to go to. Well, that's just me being lazy. Alright, here we go. I really hope this isn't copyrighted music, guys. It does set the mood, though. Headbanging a little bit. feel super cool right now. Okay. Where'd you go? Oh, that was weird.
That was awesome.
Projector. The expedition into Slidescape 36. What Darling brought back changed everything.
Looks like I've got a new thing to listen to. First. Ashtray and cigarette. Object of power 11KE. The object is a steel ashtray with a maze engraved in its bottom. An ever-burning cigarette rests in it. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to create a maze of shifting corridors without adjusting the dimension of the space around it. This maze forms wherever the object is placed. Only the binder can navigate the maze, so they may allow others through. The object is currently bound to Director Trench. The object was discovered at Redacted by a team of rangers sent to a care facility for the elderly that had become the center of numerous missing persons reports. Local authorities also disappeared inside after responding to reports. Agent Redacted discovered the object in a redacted, which indicates it was the source of the disappearances. The whereabouts of the missing persons are still unknown, though they are presumed to be lost in the maze. I wonder if this nursing home is the same one that's mentioned in the Alan Wake DLC. Like they made one for those old gods of Asgard thing. Oh, what's this? I missed this one. What does that mean?
We used the slide projector.
Stupid
led
of
the
you.
expeditions into Slidescape 36. They told me not to go. The director should not put himself in danger. I told them to fuck off. I've seen action.
Okay, I kind of like you now.
I witnessed this myself. To find some meaning in all of this, I couldn't sit on my ass, alone with my thoughts, my memories, anything but that. Those who survived were deeply affected by what we found there, by what Darling brought back. It changed everything. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing remains to be seen. But I did find my meaning in that desert. A sound, like a needle drilling in, cutting through the containment suit and reverberating on the base of my skull. My whole being. Darling said it was nothing. But he was wrong. It's been there ever since, growing into a certainty, into an understanding of what's at stake here, what kind of a threat we're facing, and what must be done to stop it.